Hey everybody, just checking in again. It's been a few days. I'm gonna just do one of these whenever I feel like I have something to say. And it is February 4th, 2014. First big news is that the fight was postponed. You might remember if you've been following, they told me it's in March. No, it's in May. Nope, it's in March. And so I started training really hard for a 60-day training camp, and to get the most I could out of that. But I got a text last week from my trainer, and he said they have postponed it till May. I don't have a date yet specifically, so I'm sort of setting everything against the date of May 1st, just for my planning purposes and for training purposes. So I will report when there is more to know. But what is nice is that really gives me a whole lot of leeway to approach things differently. I'll talk about all that stuff in a minute. Let's just check in with my weight. I'm going to be fighting at 182. At least that's what I had been planning. Things have been going so well on the weight loss side that I'm going to see how I feel when I reach my March 1st goal of 187. I'm keeping that goal even though the fight's been moved. And that's nice too because I didn't want to reach all these goals for these fairly radical changes days before the event, and the same thing with my fitness goals. It's nice because I now have something like 90 days, about 85 days if you take May 1st, which it probably won't be, but somewhere after this. So it's about 3 months I have now, which is I think a much more reasonable time to get a lot more done in. So that being said, reaching 187 by March 1st, my current weight is 196. I'm down 8.5 pounds, and I have 9 to go to reach my March 1st goal. So that's going well. I've got injuries, so I was training through them before. I have a sprained foot and a hip flexor injury, and I will not be training through them as much. I'm actually taking a couple of weeks to cycle down on the high impact stuff, so rope skipping and running and whatnot. On my sprained foot, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to let that heal for a couple of weeks at least. It was pretty easy to change my exercises up a little bit in the gym. I still had a hellacious workout and got the job done. So just making it more low impact. And in my training, I'm restructuring all the training. So I have a chance to do a few more cycles. In 60 days, my plan was to box and then box some more and then box some more. And when I wasn't boxing, I'd be doing sit-ups, and I wasn't doing sit-ups. I was on the treadmill, just doing the basics, just the boxing basics, just to get engaged on it, rather than going through any kind of mass building or anything like that. So I now have a chance to restructure the whole training approach because I have 3 months. So that I'm well satisfied with. That one also involves redetermining a few fitness goals. So I'm updating my website with some new goals and going for those. And it's nice to get those goals again sooner, not so close to the fight, getting them in the next 30, 60 days. In the last 30 days of the fight, my goals will be, I don't know. I have to define them. So I need some time to process this and talk to my trainers and stuff like that. So it's a big opportunity. I've been looking at my nutrition a lot. That has been something in the last 2.5, 3 weeks that has been a crazy journey. I've been eating whole foods only, and really eating clean and not doing cheat meals. I'm doing away with the whole concept of a cheat meal. Mike Dolce created this dietary approach that's it's not an approach that he created so much. It's really just eat whole foods, eat earth-grown nutrients. It is simply that he's a guy, he's in the UFC, he's a trainer for UFC fighters, MMA fighters, and he is proving through his results that eating whole foods and getting away from powders and potions and stuff doesn't work. And that's his contribution. And it kind of gave me extra incentive and kind of validation and reassurance that going this route and going away from just pounding whey protein shakes, even though I'd switched to hemp protein, still just getting my nutrients through supplements, so now I'm trying to get it through the food. I will be honest though, I have been not feeling well over the last week. Like I've been nauseous, especially when my sleep schedule is interrupted because I had to do some traveling, and the travel was difficult. I think I had a early flight, on 2 different days, and and I had to get up early to do my consulting work, and it just was brutal. Like I felt like crap for a lot of the time, and I'm trying to decide whether it's detoxing or whether maybe I'm a little calorie restricted right now, because with all this new food, even though I'm eating a lot more nutrients, I'm also maybe not giving myself enough calories, or so. I'm not even sure what's going on, but I will dial it in over time. So that's I'll keep you posted on that and where that goes. I went through my cabinets and I got rid of so much stuff. I'm getting rid of a lot of clutter. There is a lot of clutter, and I'm just looking around with an eye to as I'm looking over my own shoulder, right here, there's like a coffee table. It's like full of this clutter, and maybe the next time I do one of these, you'll see the clutter's gone. I'm just seeing clutter now and seeing like what is it that supports me and what is it that is not. So I'm going through my cabinets. I'm pulling out everything that's expired. It's just taking up space. Any food that's expired, it's ridiculous, but I think everybody's got all this expired food in their cabinet. And I certainly was no exception. And getting rid of, like I had an unopened thing of Gatorade I don't think I'm going to use. I've got all these old supplements, that I've bought in the last couple of months, and I'm getting away from those, using as many supplements, trying to get it done naturally. Just everything going through, like behind me is this cabinet that I use for all of my training stuff, because it's important. I go in and out all the time, and I'm grabbing my gym stuff, and it's just a little organized. That was a coffee table there before, and I bought this little bookshelf, and now all my training stuff's there. So when I go in and out, I got a little station. And, I'm even going through that and saying, I don't need this, just trying to declutter everything, make a little more focus. And I think I'm really actually seeing, I'm a lot more satisfied with the experience of everything, whether it's the shelves in my pantry or anything. Just the decluttering has been a real value to me. So that's cool. I guess that's about it. I will be checking in from time to time, updating my website, and just staying on it. And when I first found out, that the fight had been postponed, I didn't spend a whole lot of time being disappointed. I recognized that as an opportunity right away, and I know it is. So, I'm gonna be even better, and I'm gonna get more out of the experience. And that's the point. It's not to get to the fight. The point of it is the journey. So, and when anything comes up and gets in my way, I know it's an opportunity. Every obstacle is just an opportunity. Yeah, it has to be, and every obstacle presents an opportunity. So I believe that very firmly. So I know this is going to come out. It's going to be a really valuable experience for me. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I will check in with you later.